Good morning, Twin Flame friends. So we're going to do another pick a card reading today to catch up with the situation with your twins' karmic. There is a thumbnail at the beginning of the video. You can choose a deck here if you prefer. I'm just going to get them out. That's 1, 2, and 3. Need one more. I'll go with this one. So, wow, I've had a really intense 24 hours. I've been doing a lot of spirit release work for twins. Absolutely fascinating stuff. I'm getting a website up and live soon, so I can explain this more to you guys. Please remember I'm on holiday from tomorrow morning, so I should be able to do at least one more reading while I'm away. I won't be able to take as many cards with me, so it may not be a pick a card reading. I should be able to keep on top of private one-on-one readings. So if you are thinking of booking one, but you need it urgently, contact me first just to double check the lead time, because I am away and I can only take on so many, but I should be back to business as normal next week. If you would like to know what decks I'm using today, information's down below along with the timestamps. You can also find information there about a private reading, my email address and whatnot. But just a big thank you, the outreach, just the overwhelming support I've received via email and obviously in new subscribers, likes, comments. It's just wonderful. I feel so overwhelmed with gratitude today. It's just been such a magical journey so far since I set up this channel, and the stuff I'm learning is just mind-blowing. But I really hope this reading helps you today. A lot of people have emailed me asking about the protection stuff. I will get back to you. I'm sorry I haven't yet. The main reason I'm dragging my feet is because I did have it typed up as a web document, but I'm just going to record the meditation for you, the grounding and protection meditation. I'm just going to record it. I will have it on my website so that you can download it, but for those that you've asked for it, I'll send it out as soon as I've recorded it. I'm going to try and get that done while I'm away. I may be able to do it today, pardon me. I hope you didn't hear my burp then. So yes, very important work happening, and it's just so uplifting. I'm so overwhelmed today. It's wonderful. It's just really magical. So today we're going to look at what's happening with your twins karmic, your DM's karmic. So this is a reading for divine feminines. There isn't really much call for me to do them for the divine masculines. They don't seem to be viewing. They're obviously not as awakened, but my God, are they waking up? We're seeing incredible progress. It's really incredible. Just wow. So if you're experiencing a shift in your twin flame relationship, please comment or email, let me know. It's so interesting to see what's happening for everybody. And of course, we're all at different stages in our journey, so we can support one another. And there will be a forum, a community forum on my website as well, so that we can post and support one another in a much more structured way. I'm really excited about that. So we're going to get that going for you ASAP. But in the meantime, let's get on with this reading. So pile 1, I'm going to have a look at what's happening with your karmic, how it's feeling about them, and what you need to do to move forward. Let's move this back a little bit. Remember, if I pause, it's because I'm channeling Arthur. Okay, so if you've chosen this pile, your DM has left the karmic. They've left, they've made that transition. That's what we see here with the Six of Swords. And, this has given them a much clearer headspace to start focusing on you. We've got the Ace of Cups here, the Six of Cups, and the Four of Cups, which in this deck shows us these closed eyes because they're going within. They're going within. They're doing a lot of inner reflection. They're thinking about you an awful lot. We have a flood of new emotions here towards this soul connection with this Six of Cups. So this is really lovely. Your DM has left his karmic. Let's see. Let's find out why. Let's see what happened. New perspective, Hanged Man. Conflict, Five of Swords. Nine of Cups, need to be alone and work out self. And the Three of Cups, done with the love triangle. So he's gone, he's moved on, he's realised it doesn't serve him, his perspective is completely changed, and, you know, he's focusing on himself now and, you know, ending that love triangle, ending that three-way relationship. So this is very positive news for you. It's marvellous. Let's see how he actually feels about her and how he feels about you. So there's still a lot of feelings there for her, but he knows it's time to move forward. And these feelings are immature. They're mainly lust-based. They're physical feelings. You know, I feel like they had quite a fiery, passionate relationship, but it was also toxic. So quite potent sexual chemistry, but a lot of intellectual toxicity, which we saw in that Five of Swords there. But he just knows it's time to move forward. We've got the Chariot here. We've got the Eight of Cups, which is, you know, about leaving. And we've also got the Wheel of Fortune, which is 10. The wheel has turned and, you know, that journey for him is complete. He's done with that. He's ready to move away. So that was really, really positive. And he's charging away from her. So, you know, his feelings for her are, they're strong, but they're done, if that makes sense. He doesn't need to be part of that connection anymore. He's let go. This is really good. Let's see how he feels about you. That Eight of Wands, rapid incoming change and messages. The Fool, a new beginning, wiping the slate clean. The Tower, that's explosive, and Judgment, which is awakening. So you've got a lot of major arcana cards in this reading. This is a really powerful time for you and your twin. So normally the Tower can be an explosive ending thing, but in this card I'm feeling this is an explosive positive thing. It's an explosive new beginning. There's a sexual explosion as well, like an explosion of sexual energy. Yeah, he's feeling very strongly about you. He's ready to move forward. And with Judgment there as well, you know, we see him waking up to the truth. If not waking up to his spirituality, at the very least waking up to the truth of this connection, that it runs deep, that it's real, and he can no longer avoid it. So there's a lot of cards of transition here, of endings with the karmic and new beginnings with you. So this is very, very positive. Let's see what you need to move forward. What do you need to do to move forward? Wow. Okay. So now, more than ever before, okay, you have to hold on to your divine feminine energy. You've worked really hard to get here, okay, and when he comes back, you're going to be triggered left, right, and centre. And when that happens, it's very easy to slip into old behaviours, old habits, old communication patterns that do not serve you. It's very easy to slip back into fear. Don't be defensive. We've got the Seven of Wands here, which is about, you know, expecting conflict, expecting it to be difficult, expecting rejection, expecting to be hurt. Don't be defensive. You have to let your defenses down. Don't step back into fear. Remember, you have to trust this connection. You've waited a long time to get to this point. You've waited a long time for him to come towards you. Now that he's going to, you have to trust it's not going to be like the other times. Okay, this is real now. And you can trust that, remember, your twin flame, he can run, but he can't hide from you. He can't hide from you. He's connected to you. He's your twin. So don't be defensive. We've got the Queen of Wands and the Queen of Swords here. You know, this is about stepping into your spiritual power and also communicating from a much more balanced, mature perspective. You have to hold yourself. You have to be really balanced and really calm. We've also got the Hierophant here. You know, that's where your power is, in staying grounded in your spirituality, in going within and seeking that support from your guides. Even if you're not connected to your guides, I feel like you actually are though. But if there's anyone watching that isn't, you know, trust that they're there. Just because you can't hear them, see them, or get feedback from them, they're still there. So when you send out the thought that, you know, I need to be protected right now, thank you for surrounding me with your love and light, for protecting me, for grounding me, and they are listening to you. So, you know, you need to make sure that you continue with your spiritual development. That is where you'll get your strength from. We've got the Ace of Wands here. There's going to be a lot of sexual energy coming your way from your divine masculine. A huge amount of sexual energy. Okay, let's draw some oracle cards as well. I'm going to use these ones today. Oh, so many cards here, so many. Wow. Oh, I love this. I'm going to choose one more. Oh, this is beautiful. Okay. So, choice. Okay, when he comes back, and I feel like you weren't expecting this, this is going to be a very sudden return for you of your DM. Okay, you've done a lot of work, you've kind of moved on, but you know, you've got a choice now and you need to embrace it with both hands. You need to take it. He's coming back for you and you need to trust. You need to make sure that you stay in a very high vibration. Remember, twins are very vulnerable, okay, especially when you connect. You are vulnerable from spiritual, psychic, karmic attack. You have to stay grounded. You have to stay strong in your spirituality. And we've also got, sorry, this is a 1 and 4, which is a 5, which mirrors the Hierophant. Okay, manage your vibration, stay connected spiritually, stay grounded, stay protected. Make sure you're asking your guides for that support. And when you imagine yourself protected or ask for your protection, you ask for it for your twin as well. You put him in that protective bubble with you. You've also got control, which is a 10. This is about completion. This is about, you know, you've learned to control your energy. You have learned how to manifest what you need and want. You have learned to manage your feelings. And you need to trust now that you can stay in control. You don't have to slip back into old patterns and behaviours. With all the swans here and also these other birds, you know, swans are about love, but birds in general, especially when they're flying in this cosmic sky, are messengers of spirit. And this lady has wings of her own. You know, you are flying with spirit. You're getting messages loud and clear, and you need to trust them. And we've also got unconditional love, where we see these two twins coming together in a blaze of colourful glory. This is beautiful. So you need to trust that your time is now. I'm very, very happy for you, but it's never easy, okay? When our twin comes back, it triggers us again. You think you've done a ton of work, but you're going to get triggered again. You'll suddenly feel it's, the only way I can describe it is like an energetic wobble, where some of your old insecurities, old fear-based patterns are brought to the surface again. But the good news is you know how to transmute them now. You know how to quickly move back into your centered space, and you're going to be okay. You just need to trust that you've got that control, you've done that healing, you've done that learning, you're ready. Oh, make sure you let me know your feedback, pile 1. I'm so excited for you. Let's do pile 2. Okay, what's happening with the karmic? So, wow, he knows she's not the one. He's given up on her. Oh, this is so lovely. Okay, so this guy was taking his time. He was indecisive. He wasn't sure about what to do. For a long time, he's really thought this woman was the one. He doesn't anymore. We've got the Empress in reverse. We've got the Lovers in reverse. We've got the Page of Cups in reverse, and we've got the Knight of Crystals in reverse. So this waiting to see what would happen, this waiting for it to work out, that is done. He is not waiting anymore. He is no longer sending her messages of love or communicating love to her. It's done. Oh, I love it when we've got good news. This guy's done. He's done with her. Let's see what's actually happening in terms of his feelings for her as well. See how he feels about her. Okay, so there's a lot of confusion here. And the reason there's a lot of confusion is because she has energetically got her claws into him. We've got the High Priestess here. In terms of feeling, he's feeling a kind of magnetic pull backwards. In his head, he knows it's over, but he's struggling to move away. And we've got the Page of Wands in reverse. He doesn't fancy her anymore. He doesn't want her. He doesn't want to move forward. But he feels compelled to. So I think his karmic's like doing some spell work, some magic, some kind of, she knows what she's doing. We need to cut the cords with this karmic. He needs to cut the cords with this karmic. We can do that. So I do spirit release therapy. We've been doing this kind of work. It is achievable. Email me if you're in this situation. If you're dealing with a masculine that's communicating love to you and doesn't know why he's still with his karmic, he's just describing it as toxic but also magnetic. He can't quite get away. He knows he needs to, because there is a lot of confusion here. He is being manipulated energetically. There's a lot of confusion here. See how he feels about you. He just wants a new beginning. He chooses you, Two of Wands. He's made his decision. And we've got the Two of Pentacles as well. He knows it's you. He knows it's you. We've got the Ace of Crystals, that new beginning, that new start. Two of Wands, that choice, making that choice. Seven of Cups reversed. He's not looking at any other options. He's made his decision. And Two of Crystals. You know, for me, the Two of Pence, crystals as it's known in this deck, but Pentacles normally, you know, that's very much about union. Twos are always about union. So, you know, he's feeling very strongly for you, but he's stuck right now. He is stuck energetically. It's not his mind or his heart. It's his energy that is glued to her. She's manipulating that somehow. She is doing something that's keeping him there. He needs to be released from that. See what you need to do to move forward. Right, you're not connected to spirit in the way you need to be. You're unbalanced. I feel like you might be targeted as well. So we've got all reversals here. We've got the Hierophant reversed, Temperance reversed, Eight of Wands reversed, and the Devil, or oppression in this deck as it's called, which is attachment. So you're being blocked from moving forward as well. You're also being blocked from your spiritual connection. So if this reading resonates with you, if you're struggling with connecting with your higher power, connecting with your twin energetically and astrally in 5D, if you're feeling that disconnect, something is going on here. My buddy Addie, who's at Made for Love on YouTube, she's another twin flame reader. She's been seeing this a lot. This is the first one where I've seen it very clearly, but this is happening a lot. You know, and also one of the twin flame couples we cleared, their karmic was completely taken hold of by dark force entities. That is to say that she wasn't behaving of her own free will. Entities had attached to her so she could sabotage that twin flame connection. Now, twin flames are vulnerable because they give off so much light, and they come under attack because they give off so much light, because that much light is a threat to the darker side. Now, whether you believe that or not is up to you, but this is my learning, this is my research, and this is what we're finding. And if you've picked his pile, this is happening. This karmic is nasty. She's got her claws into him, and I do believe she's been driven by a dark force power. It's not just her. She's not using her own free will either. So there's a lot of people being energetically affected here. Let's see what the oracle's saying as well. A lot of intense energy here. This came up for pile one. Okay. So this card came up for pile one, but Arthur's telling me it's different for you. This control is about wrenching back control and also trusting that you have the power to do that. That power is inside of you. A light will always shine brighter than darkness. You just have to know how to use that light. So don't ever be deceived into believing that dark is stronger than light. It isn't. You have to remember that you are in control, that you have the power to wrench that control back. You just need the right guidance, and you just need to connect to that light more powerfully, to that higher power, and you need to deal with that. You know, but don't send her, you've got this card's kindness, do not send back malice. There's a threefold law in spirit. Whatever you send out comes back to you threefold. So by protecting yourself and putting a shield around you, you can just bounce negativity back to them. They will get back what they sent you. It won't penetrate. But don't be tempted to send back anything yourself that's nasty. If you're bouncing something back they've sent to you, that's fine. But don't send back anything nasty. That will come back to bite you. You don't want to go onto that dark side. That's not who you are. You're a light worker. Hidden blessings. Trust that this period of darkness serves you. It will transform you. You know, you've got a lot of darkness in this card, but there's a butterfly there, and this lady is looking into a pool of light, and she's seeing what good is to come. Trust this period of dark serves you, because it helps you learn and ascend. It helps you be stronger. And also remember that you've got a choice now. You know, don't think for a second that you're out of control and that, you know, this is all being dragged away from you by some hand of fate. It isn't. You have a choice to fix and repair this, and you can, and you will. You just need the right guidance. So as I said, my website's going to be up soon, which will have a lot more guidance on it. At the moment, I've just got a ton of documents. I'm creating meditations. But if this is you, get in touch with me, and I'll help as best I can. The SRT work I do have to charge for, but I can give you advice if you're fairly, you know, if you meditate yourself, you can do this yourself. I can give you instructions. So if you're divinely connected to spirit in a powerful way, and you understand that connection, if you're connected to your guides, just contact me for instructions. You don't need to pay me for that. But if you need me to do that for you, there is a fee. But drop me a line and I'll send you the info. Okay, so let's see what's going on with pile 3. What's happening with your karmic? Your DM's karmic. What's going on in their situation? Okay. So this one's not such good news for you, pile 3. So this guy, he's not happy. He feels less than himself in this connection, but he's also, I feel like he's constantly back and forth with his karmic. He ends things and then he goes back, and he doesn't even know why he goes back, but he's gone back. He's gone back, he's starting over, you know, and I feel like this is a regular pattern for him, that they'll come back together. It will all be lovely for a while. There'll be lots of love and joy, and then it goes dark again. But the moment he's in that, I'm back and I'm trying to enjoy this phase. We've got the Ace of Pentacles, Page of Cups and Two of Cups here, but also the Emperor in reverse at the beginning. You know, deep down in his soul, he knows this connection isn't right, but he's trying. He's still stuck there. Let's see how he feels about her. He knows she's not home. We've got the Devil. He knows this is an anxious attachment. It's a codependent relationship. We've got the Ten of Cups reversed. He knows this isn't his happy ever after. And we've got the Ten of Swords reversed, but he's not acknowledging or transmuting that pain. He's not learning his lessons from it. So, you know, deep down in his heart, he knows this isn't right for him. He just doesn't know how to detach from it. He's stuck. And, you know, a lot of people do get stuck in these relationships. They know they're toxic, they know they don't serve them, but they feel powerless to remove themselves from it. It's because they've not learned their lesson. Karmic partners are there to teach them a lesson, and they've not learned it yet, which is why they can't let them go. So let's see how they feel about you. He's heartbroken. So I feel like you two have been in communication. You have been in communication, but he's gone from being very loving to being very platonic again, because he's stuck in this love triangle, and he feels a lot of guilt and shame, and he knows that he has really, really hurt you. He's hurt you, and I'm getting a lot of shame. But I feel like you are communicating, but you struggle because his communication has suddenly gone from being full of love to being very platonic and a lot more cold. He blows hot and cold. This guy is the king of hot and cold, and it's because of this cycle that he goes through with his karmic. And when he's in the throes of new romance with her, when he's gone back and he's going to try and figure it out, he goes cold on you. But he knows that this has hurt you tremendously, and there is a lot of guilt and shame here. but his feelings are very, very strong and they're very, very explosive. There's a lot of sexual chemistry here for you as well. But there's also a lot of shame and regret. And he feels torn in his head. You know, even though the Knight of Swords here isn't a 3, we've got 3 of Cups in reverse, 3 of Pentacles upright. I don't know if you can see this, but there's a guy in the middle and then there's 2 shadows of him. He's dealing with shadow work. You know, this is part of his lesson with his karmic as well, to help him reintegrate, you know, those lost parts of himself that he feels so ashamed about. A lot of self-worth issues, a lot of shame, a lot of regret, not just about you, just life in general. So he's got to learn that with his karmic. He's not done that yet. See what you need to do to move forward. Okay, so you've been resisting this journey. You've been resisting your own healing, and you need to know this is part of the problem, because you need to step into your divine feminine energy, and that means not being needy, not needing him. Yeah, it's not about not behaving needy, but it's about stepping into the place where you don't need him. And I know you think that's impossible, but it's not. When you give yourself that love, when you step into this spiritual work and you start healing yourself and giving yourself that love, you will move to a place of real unconditional love, which is loving him, but not needing anything from him. You can love him from a distance quite happily, quite comfortably, because you're giving yourself all the love you need. That is what the divine feminine is meant to do. That's the Empress. That's that Empress energy that you need to step into. And in this card, there's 3 people. You know, you won't, when you're in that divine feminine energy, you won't care about his karmic. You know, you'll be able to accept, surrender, and understand that that's part of his journey and he needs to do it, and you'll be grateful for those lessons. But you need to step into the spiritual path. I'm being shown that you're very immature in terms of the work you've done on yourself. You're resisting that healing. You're in a lot of pain and you're resisting that journey. We've got the 8 of Cups reverse. And, you know, with this 9 of Swords energy, which is the resisting the healing and it's being stuck in your pain, we see that this woman's holding on to the moon, but all these swords are coming at her. But she has the answers in her hand. That's what the moon's about. It's about intuition, about truth, about answers. And you have access to that, but you're not tapping it. And you're being shown that you need to take those beginning steps into the light. You need to take responsibility for yourself. Stop telling yourself that you can't be happy until he returns. And believe me when I tell you, he can't return until you're happy and you're overflowing with your own self-love. That will bring his issues to his karmic to a close much more quickly. That's how this journey works. So that's what you need to be doing to moving forward. And I know that's blunt and to the point, but I'm not going to sugarcoat it. Okay, you have to start this healing. This is self-sabotage now. You're hurting yourself by refusing to do that work and just wanting him to come back. Mental repetition, okay? That's what we see you doing, going round and round in circles. And the strong message I'm getting here from Arthur is, I just need him back. I just need him back. When he comes back, I'll be happy. I just need him back. You don't need him. You need you. You need to be the Empress. You need to be the divine feminine that's holding your own space and filling yourself up with love. Be grateful for this journey. Okay, you're angry right now. You're angry. You're one of those twins that sat there thinking, fuck him. I'm sick of him. I'm sick of this twin flame bullshit. I just want to forget it. I want it all to go away. You need to step into gratitude. And I can tell the tone of my voice has changed. And I feel like I'm really chastising you right now. But girl, you need to hear this. You are really getting yourself stuck. You are self-sabotaging. You need to step into gratitude. This journey is a blessing. Okay, it's not a curse, it's a blessing. When you love yourself, it will be the most beautiful thing that's ever happened to you. When you embrace and accept that, you will move forward and you will be happy and you will move towards union. But right now you're stuck in anger, resentment, bitterness. You're not appreciating what this is, not one bit. And this has just come up, hidden blessings. Okay, you're not seeing the blessings. They're hidden from you, but trust that this dark period serves you. It served you, but she's looking into the light with hope, and there's a butterfly here that's about transformation. Yeah, you might not see the blessings right now, but they're there. They're going to bring you beautiful transformation. They're going to transmute all of this dark energy into light. You're going to be fine. Modifier. You've got to change. You have to step into this journey. You have to embrace it. Enough is enough. You have been stuck in pain too long and you're doing it to yourself. You need to release anger. You need to forgive yourself. You need to forgive him. It is time for you to move forward. If you're really struggling, this is you, email me. I'm going to send you some meditations that you can start working on. But I can't do it for you. No one else can heal you. You've got to heal yourself. So if you're going to come towards me asking for advice, I'm just going to tell you how to do it. I'm going to give you some instructions, but you've got to do that work. No one can do it for you. And he can't do it for you. He can't heal you with his love. You've got to heal yourself. That's what the twin flame journey is. You've got to stop hating on it. A lot of bitterness and resentment in that pile, guys. Whew. Wow. Big intense energy. Let's see what's going on with pile 4. What's happening with your karmic? Your DM's karmic. Okay. So this guy's in a really bad place. He knows he needs to leave, but he hasn't got the strength to do it. He's repeating old cycles of thinking that if he loves her enough, she will change. And he's really not well in himself. He's very down. He's very ungrounded. I feel like there's problems with work. He's not very abundant right now. And he feels less than divine. He doesn't feel like a strong man. We've got the Emperor in reverse. He feels out of control. He feels lost and stuck. See how he actually feels about her. Poor guy. He's really struggling. And this karmic that we're dealing with, she's really mean. I feel like this guy has very low self-worth, and he's actually in a very emotionally manipulative and I'm going to say abusive situation with his karmic. He wants her to leave him alone. That would be the best case scenario for him, because it absolves him of the responsibility of having to leave. He's being, he's broken right now. He's really broken. He wants things to change, but he hasn't got the energy to do it. He's in a lot of pain, and she is really hurting him. She's really sharp with her tongue, and we've got the Queen of Wands in reverse. This woman's dark. Yeah, she is dark. She is not a nice woman. He's in a very toxic situation, but he doesn't know how to leave. I feel like the living situation is part of the problem. I don't think he can literally afford to leave. He cannot afford to go anywhere. He is so stuck. Oh, poor guy. I feel really sorry for him. Okay, let's see how he feels about you. He wants to come towards you, but he feels powerless. He's waiting for something to happen. So we've got the Knight of Wands. This guy we see having chosen the spiritual connection, which, Wands is spirit, charging forward on his horse, but look at all the armour he's wearing. He's so defensive and scared. He doesn't know that you're waiting for him. The Magician in reverse, he doesn't believe he's got the energy or the strength to win you. He doesn't. He's waiting for the wheel to turn. We've got the Wheel of Fortune here. He's waiting for divine timing to take control of this for him. The numbers 9 and 3 are relevant in terms of divine timing. But he's waiting, and he doesn't feel like he can move forward towards you. We've got the Chariot in reverse here as well. He's stuck. He wants to come towards you, but he doesn't know how. He's very scared about how his karmic will react if she finds out there's been communication. She knows about you. She does. He's in a really horrible situation. So let's see what you need to do to move forward. Wow. Okay, so you are under attack and he is under attack. I can't believe this is all coming up today. Oh man, right. So this situation with the karmic, this feeling of pain, of being separated, it's because of this. Now, in the Nine of Swords in this, we see this woman and she's surrounded by dark energy. She can't rest, she can't sleep, she can't be balanced, she can't move forward because she is under attack. You need to get grounded and you need to take back your power. Again, I've already talked about this in some of the other parts at the beginning of the video. You need to protect yourself and you need to deflect back all of this negativity that's coming your way, and you need to cut cords. You need to cut your twins cords with this karmic as well. Where's the oracle deck? Let's do some oracles as well. You are definitely, both of you, that triangle between the three of you is very toxic. Be grateful. I know that's hard right now. You've got to appreciate this journey. Remember, you have a choice. You can fix this. You're not out of control. You're going to make progress, but you're going to make that progress on your own. And triggers, 3 and 6 is 9 and 9 is 9. So you're being triggered quite dramatically now. You are, you're in a lot of pain. He's in a lot of pain. These triggers between you are intense. You've got to remember that you have the choice to heal. Any day, at any time, you can decide that you are ready to heal and you can start doing that work, and you need to make that choice, and then you will make progress, okay? You've got to be grateful for this journey. I feel like you're another one that's really resenting it right now because you're in so much pain. You just wish this wasn't happening to you, and you're not realising that, you know, you can be this Queen of Pentacles. This is your next step. It's to ground yourself in this reality, accept it, and start taking a practical approach so you can make that progress. And that's something you're going to have to do. He hasn't got the strength to do that right now. You're going to have to do that work. This is an independent job. It's an inside job. If you're waiting for him to come back to you and make everything better, no, he's going to be stuck there as long as you're stuck. He needs you to be stronger. It's not going to be him. Whew, a lot of intense readings today, guys. Please do comment, like, subscribe. Let me know what you're thinking. Drop me an email if you need support. Remember, I am on holiday, but I'll always do my best to reply as quickly as possible and help you as best I can. Sending you all lots of love for a brilliant week ahead. Take care.